Okay, so one of my favorite types of knives to make is combat knives, similar to this one. This is, again, loosely based in the K-bar. I mean, it's a little different, of course. It's all black. Different material. This is actually made from an old file, as I think I explained later. One of my, not my favorite metals, but it's a good sturdy metal. Honestly, hard to get a hold of because no one wants to give up their big files. Everyone wants to give up the little tiny ones that you can't do anything with. Yeah. Not much to say about it. It's a pretty simple combat knife. Just etch the whole thing because why not? Black leather. Not black leather, it's just regular leather. It's dyed black. Did some new techniques to actually punch the holes, so that turned out way better than it normally does. And yeah, a little thin, but again, this is supposed to be made out of special material. So anyway, I don't really have much else to say on this. I'm tired, it's been a long day. So I hope you enjoy the video, and hope to see you next week as well. Or something. I'm tired.
Okay, so I'm going to start by taking this 12-inch bastard file and going to heat cycle in the forge so that way I can grind off all the teeth. Yeah, I think that's going to be my best option so that way I don't have to forge it. Then I'm going to thin it out just a little bit to give it a little more width and not quite as much thickness. Thickness is probably fine, but I want it to be a little wider, so I'm going to have to do that. Hopefully the teeth aren't dug in too deep. I don't think they are, but yeah. So what I'm gonna do is heat it up so that way it doesn't have the hardness because it's a file and these things are hard as hell. So, yep. Okay, now I got the blade nice and forged out. I already kind of started seeing how much it would take to sand off the rest of the teeth, and I don't think it'll take much, so that's flat. But I used to kind of draw out my design. I already kind of sanded the back, which I usually do ahead of time, so I just use my speed square to draw out the rest of my lines. Flat surface to put it on actually saves so much time. Don't have to guess, you know, on lines. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take cutoff wheel on my angle grinder. I decided I want to make this straight. I'm not gonna lie, when it comes to like combat knives and something a little more modern, I actually like that. I know the traditional combat knives have more of a clip point, sort of. I mean, this isn't an actual K-bar, of course. This is a cheap piece of junk. But it's kind of been my guide a little bit just because it's what I have. So, but it kind of has this like clip point here, a little bit of damaged edge. Been used as a throwing knife because I can. So I'm gonna do that. Gonna kind of clean up my tang here because it's a little thick. It's a lot thick. And then of course I need to have this side rounded off where it's threaded so I can put my pommel on it. And yeah, hopefully it won't take too much. Then of course grind in my bevels. I might try and put a fuller in it, but I don't know if I'm actually gonna do that yet. So I'll, you know, try it out, see. My tool might be a little big for it, so I might not do that. Now I'm looking at it, but anyway, gonna get the tools ready and start cutting, grinding, sanding, and whatever needs to, you know, get the shape I want. Okay, now that I got my blade shaped and ready for heat treat, the only thing I have left to do before that is to make my guard. So this piece of 3/16, didn't have anything thinner. Historically, combat knives seem to have like stupid thin guards. Not a fan of that. But anyway, that's, you know, this isn't gonna be completely accurate. Sizes are a little different with the file. Hopefully I'll correct that in the future, but not right now. So 3/16 it is. I have it marked out. The two holes are the same thickness of the blade, or at least the tang. So I'm gonna take my angle grinder with a really worn out wheel and then cut the slot out between the two and then file, sand, whatever it needs to get it close. And then if it still needs a little bit more, I'll put it in the forge, heat it up, and then hammer it down to where it fits perfectly. Then of course these two black marks are as wide as I can go with the grinder. So that way, you know, the blade sinks in just a little bit without actually, you know, going in, without actually, you know, having stuff on the outside. So once that's done, I'm just gonna cut it off whatever length I need and go from there. So I realized I don't think I filmed any part of making the handle. So basically what I did, let's see on camera here, is a bunch of leather, just cut them out. I actually put a line right through the center of them, so that way I knew to center them. Like the first time I thought to do that, so I actually have somewhat straight stacks. Don't know why that never occurred to me until like last night, but that's what I did. So got them all stamped out, got the tang through. See bits of JB Weld coming through here where they're all, you know, glued together. So what I'm going to do now is take a box cutter, trim up a little bit, especially around like the guard, because I need to get it trimmed. Pommel, of course. Then I'm going to take my belt sander and kind of shape it a little bit to get that, you know, K-bar handle look to it. I don't know if I'm going to do these grooves or not. I don't really have anything that I know of that'll actually put those in very well, unless I want to take like a, you know, like a rat tail file or something and try it, but I don't know how well that would look. So, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, gonna find where I put my box cutter and get started. Where did I put that?